If only I had a better countdown. Oh, wait, I do. All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It's time for Sketching the Privateer, the show where you get to learn about America's pirate patriot. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. Look a little rough around the edges today, but I'll be okay. Stayed up a little bit late because of the draft last night, so yeah, it was a fun night for me and the guys. If you guys didn't see it, we did a live reaction show, and it was pretty fun. I have somebody that came in early today. He actually beat Tim in here today. DJ Ronnie G says he likes the privateer. He likes the concept of the Yankee privateer. He's not a dirty pirate. Nah, he's an American maritime businessman. And beyond that, whether I'm awake or watching the replay, I'll be looking forward to seeing the art techniques used. Well, there you go, man. Yeah, we had our 100th episode last time around. That was a lot of fun. So, looking forward to keeping going here. Let's see. Did I get the Twitch stream up and running? I'm not sure. Let me check it out real quick. Hang on. I think I started it up. Maybe not. Let's see. Where's Twitch? There it is. I was in the middle of starting it whenever the opening credits were rolling. But as usual, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I'm doing to try and produce the comic book. And I have to use Twitch to do that. We'll see if I can do it real quick. Come on. Here we go. Sorry about this. For some reason, my iPad keeps losing its battery power for some reason. I don't know why, but we are going to get there. Okay, there it is right there. Just to give you an idea of what I'm doing, let's go to my Twitch stream real fast. Hang on, I got to pull it up here. All right, get that to full screen. It looks like it's broadcasting just fine. Okay, get that to full stream, and then we will share it. Um, like I said, I started late today because we had a late night last night. So I'm not surprised any of my friends didn't show up today. But anyway, okay. So what we got here is Procreate. This is a program that my daughter introduced me to, and I just wanted to show you an idea of how I'm doing the artwork on this book. I'm a sketch artist by my experience. I actually do pencil sketch portraits most of the time, and so pencil's my favorite medium. And I've never really worked with pen and ink, so I've never gone the next step with a comic book, if you know what I mean. I'm always afraid to mess up my sketches, but with the advent of technology, it's amazing what you can do. This is the cover of the first issue of the Privateer. He's hanging out the side of a Huey helicopter. You're going to find out he uses a lot of old shit just to throw people off, but it's actually high tech stuff. Anyway, I wanted to show you what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm taking pictures of my artwork. Okay. Let's see. Let's go in here and see if we can find. Well, that's one of the portraits that I do. Okay, that's the kind of stuff I do on commission for people. For instance, this particular picture was a wedding, uh, a wedding picture, and 5 of the people were in the wedding picture. And I rearranged them a little bit because the man all the way to the left had passed away, and his wife, the girl right next to him up top there, um, wanted him in the wedding photos. So she commissioned me to do a series of portraits. There was like, I think the 2 couples you see to the right, he was added to their picture. And I'm sorry about that, guys. My friggin' tablet is messing up for some reason. It's not charging the way it should. So we're going to have to put the kibosh to that for now. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and shut this down. But anyway, I'm doing pencil sketch, right? That way. And then I'm taking a photograph of it. It's amazing. I do a lot of this stuff you see on YouTube on my phone, like the lead-in videos and stuff like that. These phones these days are like handheld computers. It's just amazing what they can do. And you can, like, for instance, this photograph right here. If I go ahead and pop this back up, this one right here I'm using as a wallpaper on my computer. That's a pencil sketch. It's not inked, okay? But as you can see, it looks kind of like it's inked, right? It's because you can sit there and manipulate, different things. Of course, I don't have the wrinkles in the paper all the way taken out of it. You can see that clouded kind of mess behind it and everything. But this is the family portrait I'm working on right now. And I tightened this up like this so that I can then take it and put it in Procreate when my pad's charged up the way it's supposed to be. And I can then take Procreate. It's kind of like Apple's version of Photoshop kind of thing. And you can sit there with an eye pencil and draw right over it. And that's how I did what you saw there. I was going to show you a little video, but like I said, my pad is dying, and that's the only place I have that work at is on the pad. I'm going to have to charge that up and figure out why it's doing that. I may have to get a new pad eventually, but yeah, I mean, there's several programs out there that you can do with a touch screen like that. But I'm enjoying Procreate. Like I said, my daughter drugged me kicking and screaming into the 21st century with it. So let's go ahead and start up some music for background noise. Which get these cameras rolling the way they should be. First thing we want to do is go into the settings and switch this camera over to, let's see, where is it? Yeah, No, it's not that one. Where are you, camera? Oh no, that camera's not showing up. That's not cool. What's up with that? Okay. I wonder what happened to that. Hang on one second, guys. I got some technical difficulties, but I'll go ahead and switch my mic over so I can keep talking to you. Hang on. Let's see. Got to turn this on. And then turn this on. I know this is crazy, isn't it? It should be green now. Yeah, it's green. Okay, so I can switch that, and I'm going to sound a little bit funny coming out of here. I can tell you that right now. It's going to sound kind of like I'm in a tunnel or something. But let's see. It looks like it's registering the way it's supposed to. Okay, so we got that set up. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this other camera going real fast. I was in the middle of checking this whenever I got in here. That's this one. What is hooked up there? Okay. So that's this one. And for some reason, it's being a pain in the butt here lately. Don't know why, but we'll figure it out. Aha! I think I just found it. Let's see. Let's check it out. Elgato. We got the split cam. Got the USB video. That one's not working because it's my video. Don't tell me. I'm really not going to get any of this going the way it's supposed to today, right? Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Don't be a pain. Ah. Wow, man. This thing is just not agreeing with me today. Maybe I shouldn't have done the stream today. It's just technical difficulties left and right. Okay, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put me like that, and then I'm going to change the source on that. By the way, that is a logo that we have for our trip to New Orleans at the beginning of the week. So we'll definitely, I'll give you the details on that here shortly. Come on, sucker. There we go. That camera's the way it's supposed to be. That camera's good. But this one is not showing up. Okay, so it's going to stay on my icon, looks like, guys. That's what's going to happen here. You're not actually going to see me sitting over at the drawing board, it looks like. Yeah, this is embarrassing. I'm going to have to check my wire discipline here, and that's what I'll do the rest of the afternoon, it looks like. Well, actually, I guess I could leave it on this one over here. Hang on a second. Let's switch it back over here. Okay, we got that, and I know, it's a test pattern, right, guys? That's not right. That's not cool. Let's go ahead and get it on the right camera. And there I am, I'm back there. You're just going to see my back while I draw is what you're going to see. Look, things are falling apart in my studio. I have to spend some time on this, but we've been so busy. I mean, we had a funeral, we had a conference. This light right here is supposed to be on, and it, for some reason, screwed up right before the show. You know, that's just the nature of live television. Hail, Tim. It's good to see you. I owe him a video from last night, so let's get it in there.
There are some who call me Tim.
How you doing, Tim? It's good to see you, man. I never thought in a million years you would show up on the football stream. Thank God, Joe has a face for radio. Yeah, right. Yeah, I do. No shit, I got teeth for radio. You Brits probably love my teeth. Let's see. Yes, you need the Indian test pattern, right? Yeah, I do need the Indian test pattern. That one actually is. I think that's my PS3. When I have it off, that's what you see because it's going through. It's going through a an electronic splitter, so it just throws up a test pattern. So, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to work here. I'll go ahead and put the right camera up. Let's see. That's going to be, I might as well just switch it over here. And that's as big as it's going to get, I think. I don't think I can go full screen with this thing. Yeah, that's as big as it's going to get. So, here we go, boys and girls. Oh, no. We got to make that bigger. There it is right there. That's what we need. Okay, so you guys are just going to see the back of my Sean Alexander jersey, it looks like. But yeah, I've got a clump of wires under my desk. Anybody that's watched this channel for a while knows if I kick at the wrong time, I'll screw something up. But yeah, let's do some work real quick. Show you guys what I'm doing. This is the family portrait I've been working on. I'm really digging the way it looks. And I started with the Royal Fox's face. And I'm actually, before this show's over with, I'm going to read you her origin story. What I'm going to do. I promised you guys that last week, and I haven't forgotten. That's one thing I didn't mess up. I've got the file set up so we can read that for you. But right now we want to continue to flesh out the portrait, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get my phone here for the details of my face, because that's my face up top. That's actually a picture of me. You'll see here when I pull it up. Let's see, where is it? Did I put those pictures? Yes, I did. Okay. So that's actually a picture of me. You guys see that? It's a picture of me standing on a ladder, working on a float for Mardi Gras. That actually is the Wizard of Oz float that we worked on. And that is my grisly looking face, right? Let's see, can I get up there? Yeah. That's my grisly looking face. So I've got to take that. I've got safety glasses on and everything. But I'm going to take that and use it. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get the chat up too. If anybody's talking, I can see it. Let's see. Yeah, Tim. Let's see. That is as big as it can get. Don't say that to the ladies. Tim, your mind's in the gutter 24/7. I swear, son. I don't know about you. I just don't know about you. But let's continue with this here. Of course, you guys know that I pointed out to you earlier that you definitely want the darkest lines in this thing are going to be that upper eyelid, because the light source, as we said, is this little circle up here, right? So it's coming this way. So the darkest lines are going to be, matter of fact, I'm going to put it in on all of them so I don't forget. Let me go ahead and sharpen this one up. You got to be real careful sharpening up ebony pencils because they're so soft they'll bust up. But it's the upper eyelid And trust me, once I put it in, you'll be able to see it. It's that upper eyelid. That's going to be the darkest line in each face, right? Now on her, it's, she's probably radiating light, so that's going to be a little different. But I want to go ahead and use these techniques on this particular part because it's going to be a family portrait hanging in my house. So I want that, I want you to be able to see that's the fair Amanda's eyes. So, okay, the next thing is going to be completely black, is going to be the pupil of the eye, not the iris, but the pupil, that black hole right in the center where the light comes into your eye. Your iris contracts to close that when it's got too much light, and it opens up when you don't have enough light, right? That is going to be the darkest thing in the picture. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that on all of these. And you notice there's a highlight there that I'm not drawing into. You circle that out right at the beginning when you first are doing your proportions. You make that circle, and as you can see in the Royal Fox's eyes, they're done already. That highlight is always there, right? And I always like to make it just off the center and in the direction of the light. You see, they're all their highlights are a little bit off and up, right? That's how I've done all of them. But you don't go into that. That's how you keep it white. I try and do these without, they make a chalk white pencil that you can put white on paper with, but it just looks funky to me, man. I think it looks better if you're going to use white, just keep it negative space. Don't draw in there at all if you want it to be completely white, right? I think that's the best way to go. But yeah, his pupil's going to be pure black. And then, of course, he's got the eye patch on the other eye. The other lines that's going to be dark is the nostril, right? Because that's a hole that goes up into your head, right? But not the whole thing, just the part where the hole would be, right? That's the only part that's black. And the line where your lips meet. No light is getting in there. And it's just a line. It's not a shade. You're not scribbling back and forth with it, right? You're making a line with this. It's a crease where no light's getting into it, right? Okay. You got the same thing with his nostril, right? Because that's going to go into a hole. Now you shade the inside. I wish I could do it. It's going to look like I'm picking my nose. The inside right on top of your lip into the hole, right here. That's where the shade's going to be, but what you're drawing is the outer line here, right? See the motion I'm using there? It's the outer part of the nostril. That's what you're drawing. That's why it's a line. Unless you're looking up into a nose, this is perfect. Okay, so the darkest part of this is going to be right here. The front edge of the nostril, right? I forgot he was looking up, so. Yeah, that's gonna be your dark black part, right? Same thing over here. And then you're gonna use some softer pencils, or excuse me, harder pencils to put the shades in, all right? That's how you do that. Pretty simple. And then, of course, this guy's got hair. He's got the Fu Manchu stash going on. And it's mostly white. That's why I didn't put much detail in here. It's mostly white. That mustache is mostly white. When I don't shave, I've got two little white dots right here on my chin. Because if I grow that mustache, for some reason, that part is completely white. Now, It's a regular mustache. So we want to show the illusion of that mustache, right? It's kind of curling under here. It's going to be a little bit of a shade there. And there's actually going to be a little bit of a shade here at the start of it, right? Definitely shading here where the nose is on the other side, right? But actually, remember your light source. The light source is up here and to the left. So that part really isn't going to show as much as I think, right? You've always got to step off, look back, and see where your light's coming from, okay? Don't get in the habit of making a bunch of dark stuff when really you don't need it. So I need to lighten up a lot of this on this side towards the top, and then put some shading in to give it the illusion that the light's up that way. So what I want to do is I want to go anything right and down, which would be the inside of his mustache attached to his face. That should be shaded in, right? And we're just using some hair strokes to try and get that look like. Yeah, that looks really cool. I like that. Now I kind of made that a little bit too dark out here. So we'll soften that up. But you definitely want to show the outside of the mustache. Okay, and then everything over this direction, this is going to be shaded. This is going to be shaded pretty good, right? Because it's right and down. Definitely down here on the bottom where it curls under. We're going to have a lot more shading. And then over here on this side of the mustache is going to be dark, right? I've got one line here I don't like. Now, as you can see in the actual drawing, I was a smoker then, okay? In the actual picture, I was a smoker then, so my mustache had that nicotine brown look to it, right? We're not going to show as much of that, but I showed you that to show you that I changed the mouth on the privateer on this, okay? Hang on, let me get rid of that white light, okay. See how my lips are pursed? Well, the privateer he always looks just a little bit miffed. He's always a little bit angry. So we're going to do it's going to be pursed over on this side. And let's get that ebony pencil out to do the line with. And what you're drawing is the bottom of your upper lip. It's the bottom of your upper lip. And you take that and put the black on it. Just the line. All you're doing is the line. Okay? You're not shading or anything like that. Okay, so we got that in. And then you want to get your really light. Here's the problem a lot of people have with teeth. And you're going to see it when I do. The only other guy that's showing teeth is this guy right here, American Fox. Both the guys got kind of a grimace on, right? Actually, his is more like, ha, let's fuck some shit up, is what he was looking like. But mine, I'm just a little miffed, right? So you want to shade that upper lip. Of course, remember your light source up here and up and to the left. So everything down and to the right is going to be a little bit shaded. This is his upper lip. And it's stretched out a little bit because, he's kind of grimacing, right? A little shade here. Now, the teeth, you want to basically what we're going to do is we're going to get the ebony out because I'm going to assume that his teeth are pursed together. And there's going to be a little bit of a hole back here, and that's a hole, so it's black. There's no light getting in there. But the rest of the teeth, it's kind of like that highlight. Don't even touch in there. Don't even touch it. But you do want to show with your lightest pencil you're using. I'm using a 2H as my lightest pencil on this one. You want to draw a little bit of a sliver where the teeth are meeting. Okay? Then maybe if it's really pronounced, and I'll show more of that down here with the fox, you might show the gum line, but don't draw into the most I would do is these teeth on the edge, maybe a little shade right there, maybe a little shade right there. I wouldn't put any more shading in than that. The problem a lot of people do is they draw out each individual tooth, and it just makes it look like somebody's holding chiclets in their mouth. So, all right, we've made some progress today, and I promised you I was going to read that origin story. So let's get to that. What we'll do is we'll just leave that picture up. We'll switch right back over here and check in on the chat. And we'll switch microphones so I don't sound like I'm in a tunnel. How would that be? All right. Let's see. Let's get this up. And we'll go ahead and switch mics. Oh, that's camera, Joe. Don't switch cameras, you big dummy. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so you see the progress we're making here. I really like the way this thing's looking. I really do. I think it looks cool as shit. And what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to make a poster out of this, and I'm going to put it up for sale on the website. Is what I'm going to do. But this is going to be hanging in my house as a family portrait. I've always wanted to do this. So, now you do know just from the camera angle, you're looking at this slanted. This is what it looks like. Normal. That's the proportions of it. But you know, the nature of setting up a camera and all that stuff, it comes out slanted. So, okay, let me pull up the origin story of the royal fox. And how do we do that? Well, we're going to do it right here. And actually, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a little smaller on here so you guys can still see the picture. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go to my Facebook page and go to the Privateers page. Yes, he has his own Facebook page. And then we're going to go see page. There we go. All right, now let's see. I may have to blow this up for just a second just to get, because I think it's featured under the featured photos. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, this is the origin story of my girl, the royal fox. I told you guys I'd read it. So let's, let me see. I may have to, okay, there we go. Can I scroll through that? Yeah, perfect. All right. This is the origin story of the royal fox. It was November of 1981 when the new Princess of Wales, Diana, was taken on her first hunt by her husband Charles on a typical overcast Saturday in England. The prey, an exceptionally beautiful female fox, was given a good head start before the horns sounded and the hounds were released. Her horse was at a full gallop in no time, trying to keep up with the prince. The hounds made for a tree-covered ridge a mile off. The royal party caught up with the dogs when they began. Hang on, this is really messing me up. Let me get this where I can read it. You guys just won't be able to see it. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. The hounds made for a tree-covered ridge a mile off. The royal party caught up with the dogs when they began climbing the ridge, weaving between the trees. It was then that she decided she would never do this again. Their quarry found, the bloodhounds lived up to their name and devoured the fox. The grisly display made Diana sick. Charles, insensitive as usual, quipped about her weakness and escorted her back to the palace. She didn't sleep a wink that night. At the break of dawn, delirious from lack of rest, Diana went to the stables. She rode out to the scene of the carnage she had witnessed. Wanting to measure up to royal standards, she tried to swallow what she considered to be a bitter pill. The princess dismounted at the scene and found a tree at which the fox had met its demise. She knelt at the bloodstained grass and prayed for the poor animal's soul. As if in answer, she heard a faint whining noise. It was coming from a nearby tree. Curiously, she listened and looked for the source between the largest roots. There was an opening in the earth beneath the tree. Something was inside the cubby. She timidly reached inside and felt a matted wet fur. She grasped the small animal. Much to her surprise, she found a newborn fox. It fit in the palm of her hand. The fox must have given birth just before the hounds found her. Diana thought. She wrapped the newborn in a kerchief and that she had and made for the palace with haste. When she returned, only one of the chefs was stirring in the kitchen, beginning breakfast for the court. Lady Di inquired of him, what can be done for this motherless fox?" The wise cook replied, "It's a double-edged sword, Mum. If we save it, it's destined to die in the hunt or live in the prison of a zoo. There must be some way of seeing she has a full and happy life," the princess pondered. The old man smiled and comforted. If that is really what you wish for her, I believe I know someone who can help. Give her to me. I'll feed her some milk and take her home before lunch. Uh, will I see her again?" the lady asked. If your main concern is her welfare," he answered, "the pup must leave this place or be doomed." Yes, Diana looked on the youth and pet her head one more time. She, see to her happiness, please. With that, she returned to her chambers. The princess thought often of the baby fox she saved. Occasionally, she inquired with the chef about its disposition. He only said she was safe and happy. The cook succumbed to pneumonia in the winter of '86, and Diana, having become his biggest fan after the Fox incident, gave his eulogy. 9 years later, Britain's greatest carnival entertained the royal family at Buckingham. Its tents, rides, and games formed a giant circle of fun on the grounds behind the palace. One of the attractions boasted Dr. Moreau's Anna people. Intrigued, Diana asked Charles to escort her to the next show. They had a dog boy and an elephant man. The crowd was amazed by the makeup job and talent of the reddish-orange furred teenage fox girl as she performed her fan dance and magic show. Surely none of it was real. The carnival's proprietor, Max Ganges, led his troupe through the receiving line before evening banquet. When Charles introduced the fox girl to his wife, she bowed before the princess and said, "Thank you from the bottom of my heart." To what do I deserve such gratitude?" Lady Di asked the teen fox. She leaned in close and whispered, "You, I am told, am my savior." Diana was speechless. Surely it could not be. She immediately asked Charles to change the seating of the court's table and to include the fox girl. Once traditions were recognized and the conversation started while awaiting their meal, the princess asked the teen fox to regale the group with her story. As she told it, the majority of the party made small jokes and innuendo as if the tale were fiction. Her tone suggested as well, making it sound like a bedtime story, but Diana knew the truth and was captivated by it. She told of being found by a stranger and nursed to health. Though born a wild animal, she only spent her first night in the wilderness. She spoke of every day being a blessing to her. At the age of 2 weeks, she was given to a witch, a good one, no doubt. The magic user was sterile and unable to bear children of her own. So she decided to try and transform the young fox into a human child. So let's see, she had not the strength to complete the required ritual, though, and the result was what all Britain now knew as the Fox Girl. The good witch decided that the carnival could hide her origin the best. She lived among the carnies for years and taught the Fox Girl the healing ways of Wicca. When she had reached the end of her knowledge, she sent. I'm sorry, it slipped on me. Where are you? Okay. When she had reached the end of her knowledge, she sent the young fox mage to her mentor to learn more. Her guardian also taught her languages and how to decipher ones she could not speak. Her human mother had passed away a year ago, she said. She continued her education to this day. She explained as she smiled and regarded the eyes of Diana. Because the person who saved me wanted great things for me. I thank God every day for that stranger. Whoever it is, they gave me the greatest gift of all, life. Tears of joy rolled down Diana's cheeks as she giggled and reached across the table. The rest of the court was applauding what they believed a wild tale. The princess took the fox girl's hand and said, "What is your name?" The fox mage replied, "May." "Thank you," Diana implored her. "No, your highness," she confided. "Thank you." And that's the origin story of the royal fox, boys and girls. I've always been a fan of the royal family, and specifically Princess Diana. When I was a kid, I remember watching. I think I was in the army when she got married to Charles. It was the early '80s. I might have still been in high school. I'm not sure, but my mother's always been interested in the royal family, and I thought, if I'm going to have a fox character, I've always called my wife the Royal Fox because I think she's gorgeous, So I decided to make that the character, right? I'm not a furry freak or anything like that. It's just that was the, that was the way I decided to start it, Anyway, and I always wanted her to look like she was the ringmaster at the circus, right? So that's a lot of people think she looks like Zatanna, and that's just a coincidence. I wanted my girl to look like she's the ringmaster. She's got epaulets on her jacket, it's a short crop top jacket like the ringmaster would wear, that kind of thing. So yeah, that is the origin of the royal fox. Let's see. What are they saying in the chat? Hey, my friend. Oh, what's up, Gene? Good to see you. Yeah, that's another animal lover right there. Good to see you, young lady. Let's see. Das Wolfen says, "Hello all. Just popped in during work for a bit. It's good to see you, bro." And Railway Nation is here. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Okay, well, we're about at the end. Oh, and Gray is here. What's going on, Gray? Good to see you. I'm going to have to start doing this live on Facebook because I was doing it on X Live, and I did it today because I forgot to set up Rumble, but I'm going to start doing this on Facebook every day, every Friday at 1 p.m. So you guys be sure to tune in for it. Okay, let me let you know what's going on with the channel before I get out of here, guys. Of course, you're watching Sketching the Privateer, the story of America's pirate Patriot. We do this every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. You get insights into the comic book that I've been writing for about 20 years now. It actually started off as a movie treatment, and when I started playing DC Universe Online, I made him my superhero, so I adjusted the story to bring him to the future. So you guys come check it out every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And don't forget to check out our good friend Das Wolfen, who was in the chat today. he's going to be playing the Telltale series of The Walking Dead every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel on YouTube and Rumble. So check that out on either one of those services, on YouTube or Rumble. You can check out Pop Culture Mindfield's Game Night with John, the Telltale series of The Walking Dead, every Friday at 8. And then Sunday, you can watch the Brothers Hack the Matrix over on my YouTube channel. My brother Highlander and I get together and tell you everything that's going on in the clown show that is 2024 through the week's headlines. And we got a lot to talk about this Sunday. So you guys come check it out every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time. The Brothers Hack the Matrix. And then new to the lineup, finally, after months of talking about it, on his birthday, Jed Revenwolf is going to start up the MFR Roadhouse again. Late nights on Sunday for all you night owls at 11 p.m. Central Time. Check it out on Jed Revenwolf's channel. There's no telling what's going to happen. If you guys watched this series when it was on Friday nights, they had a good time. It's just a bunch of guys talking about today's events and stuff. Check that out every Sunday, starting this Sunday at 11 p.m. Central Time. And then I want to mention that I'm not going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. The next time you see me will be Thursday. I'm probably going to do a 1 o'clock show, just letting you guys know how the trip went. We are going down to New Orleans, Foxy and I, to meet our good friend Christian DeLorme. He has a channel on YouTube and Rumble called Christian DeLorme's Vinyl Revival. He's mostly over in Rumble because he can play more music over there. He's all about music. And we are going to be in the New Orleans area on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're traveling down Monday, so we're probably not going to be out too much Monday night. But Tuesday morning, we're definitely going to be at Cafe Du Monde across from Jackson Square for morning beignets. We're going to the World War II museum down there. I've always wanted to go. Never seen it before. So we're going to go check that out. And we are going to eat at a very nice restaurant called Toops Meadery. Apparently, Isaac Toops was a contestant on Top Chef, and my wife she's a foodie and she watches all those competition shows. So when she found out that he had a restaurant down there, that's where we got our. I'm gonna pay way too much for my first piece of Wagyu beef. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, we'll get some pictures with him. But then we're traveling back Wednesday, so we might go to Cafe Du Monde again Wednesday morning. But anyway. You guys, if you're in the New Orleans area, I want you to keep tabs on my community tab, my X account, my Facebook account, and you'll see all the pictures we're putting up as we meet up down there. You guys come see me. I'm going to take some keychains and some stickers and stuff with me. I'll have something for you if you run into us. So definitely want to check that out if you're in the New Orleans area. Come see us as we meet up. We're calling it the Vinyl Atmosphere Meetup, New Orleans 2024. Anyway, but I still want you to support the channels that I'm on these days. Okay, so the lineup the rest of the week, Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time, Attack Force Z is on Military Monday with Gary and Anima. They do that every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. Gary's a vet, and so am I, and we usually get together and talk about military movies. So definitely check that out. Even though I'm not going to be there, definitely want to keep supporting the show because I want that show to do well, man. But anyway, it's at 10 a.m. Central Time on both Rumble and YouTube on Pop Culture Minefield. And then at 3 o'clock on Monday, 3 o'clock Central Time. All these times are Central. Our friend from across the pond has a new wrestling show called Monday Nitrous I've been helping him with. I'm not going to be there Monday, but I definitely want you to check it out, see what they're talking about. I think they're doing WCW this week. We've been talking about the history of wrestling, really. So definitely come check that out on Ryan Rogers Athay's channel at Monday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And don't forget about that 70s Rock Fans channel. He's going to be doing A Boy and His Dog, which is a sci-fi movie. He hasn't made the thumbnail yet. This is the thumbnail from the Father Ted show that we did last Monday, and it was pretty damn funny. If you haven't seen any of these that I'm putting up here. Definitely go back and watch the replays. But it's Only Talk and Roll is the regular name of the show. It's at 4 p.m. Central Time on Mondays. Definitely come check that out and support that 70s rock fan. And then, of course, usually on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, it's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And I'm doing a playthrough on Wednesday nights of Mass Effect. So check that out on Tuesday and Wednesdays. Of course, I won't be doing it this week because I'll be down in New Orleans, but that's the regular episodes that are on. And then Wednesday evening at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, we have State of the Atmosphere. That's the pop culture show that I do every week. I have a big time love of movies and comic books and video games. And this show that I get together with my friends that really enjoy that stuff, and we talk about it every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So come check that out. And that brings us right back around. Well, don't forget, I'm probably going to do a podcast on Thursday about 1 o'clock and fill you in on all the pictures and all the stuff that me and Christian and Mel and the Foxy one did in New Orleans over those 3 days. So it's right in the middle of Jazz Fest. It should be fun. The Rolling Stones are playing down there. So definitely, if you're in the New Orleans area, come check us out. So I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm going to start doing this regularly live on Facebook. You guys have been seeing a replay, and now you're seeing it live. So I'm going to start doing it live every Friday at at 1 p.m. Central Time. I go to work at around 5, so that's why I do it in the middle of the afternoon. But anyway, you guys come check it out. Like, share, subscribe, share this out. Spread the word, man. I want everybody to check this out because I think people are going to like the Privateer when you see the finished product. Let's see. Court of Two Sisters is great for brunch. Okay, I'll remember that. Court of Two Sisters. I got it, Gray. Thank you very much, man. I will remember that. I'll tell my wife about that. So anyway, she's the one that decides where we're going to eat. I mean, dude, I was in the Army. I'd eat the acid of a dead rhinoceros. So, hey, I'm not the food connoisseur she is. So, but look, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to check out joesatmosphere.com. It's Joe's Atmosphere with an F instead of a PH. Check that out. I'm going to have some merch up there soon, including a poster version of the picture you see over here. Okay, so you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Keep supporting us. Spread the word. And until I see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.